Alright, good evening everyone, welcome to the channel. Tonight we are in our multiplayer stream currently running from our Minecraft SMP server. Just waiting for it to load in. We're going to be splitting tonight's stream between this and our hardcore super flat world. So, yeah, come on in. I've been trying to work out, I haven't played the hardcore super flat for a couple of weeks now when I was crook over the weekends and stuff. But I haven't had the chance to really get in and do much with pushing forward the state of the server and stuff like that. The thing I do need to look at here though is which direction we're going to be pushing. It's got a long axis. I think north-south is the longest axis. Although it does kind of imply northern hemisphere because the sun is nominally a little bit below north when the sorry, a bit south of north when the shaders are turned on. So we got to look at this, and I'm going to bring this down another couple of squares, I think. Bring it down another 2 and clear this level. I think we should be good. So, in fact, the design I'm working on here, well, I was kind of going to get to it next anyway, but there's some changes I'm going to do to it, courtesy of a suggestion one of my viewers, Kaida, put up. And if I can get far enough through in the next couple of hours, I will push that part of the design as well. I think it's got the potential to work really well. Just gotta get there first. So you gotta push down this next layer as well. If I can get this scaled correctly, then hopefully I won't need to take too many more layers off, maybe 1 or 2 if I got it wrong. But at least where I put this is going to be appropriate, I hope. This build will take a good couple of weeks, and then when the build's done, it's probably going to take another session to get the highway connection or the road connection established, because where we are down here, the closest road connection is up here. In fact, that would make for a good branch off from 5 Arches. That actually worked out okay in the end. Yeah, as I thought, this is all snow. I was going to say sand. Not sand. I'm going to be building in grey on top of... Yeah. Well, doesn't matter. I mean, I'm using the layout first, just to make sure the layout fits, and then cut down the required number of blocks until I can get everything to fit. As I look, it's still predominantly a north-south. Yeah. I'm going to have to go north-south for my build. Actually, do I have flint and steel? No, I do not. See whether this actually does something. Not really so far. Come back and have a look in a sec. Gravel. Was not expecting that. Where'd my fires go? Oh, they went out. And they didn't melt anything. Okay, well. Alright, but that's going to be the northern extent. I think we're going to have it facing... I don't know which way we're going to have it facing. South, mainly. Well, get out of the way then. Alright. Okay, so we want to come down here to the southern end. Okay, it's be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the wall. So that'll be a wall. So 1, 2, 3, 5, and then there's going to be an inner wall. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's going to be 4 inside. 2, 3, 4. There's an interior wall. That's 3. There's going to be another one down. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interior. Same goes for width. Actually, we work out now. If we're going to assume that's basically the middle. Oh, anyway. Anyway, we'll measure those out in a bit. And in fact, these walls are going to be a couple thick. And then it goes... a lot. Give me a sec. Well, next wall is 1 chunk away. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's a fairly basic layout there. But then we've got another... If we count this out again. Basically another chunk along. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if I flatten down to there, that actually would still give me a very good layer to work with. Nah. Yep. No, that's good. So that's actually a fairly natural plateau point there, and I can still path out. Yep, no, that works. It's a fair way down. And I don't think I had worked out what this roofing was going to be, but I knew the walls were going to be this. Alright, let's have a look at the vein miner settings. Nope. Controls. Keybinds. Y. Hmm. Okay, so if I've got that right, be able to turn around and go Y. Okay. Try this. What? Oh. It is installed. Anyway, what we'll do though is... maybe 3,300. 700 to 3,300. Okay, too many. Let's go. Alright, so let's replace... No. Nice. I mean, that wasn't a bad amount of resources here. Really the right thing to do is strip mine. I don't know that you'd be doing it with iron tools. I don't know that you're getting quite enough iron back. Hmm. Hmm. I think we'll need to map out the middle, the main middle part. Alright, we're still plenty high enough that this is not the end of the world. Um, there we go. And in fact, I think we're going to push that. We're going to push the outer wall here forward to the very edge. Then we're going to move around and basically fence the area in and work out from here what our perimeter's going to be. Because it is actually a trapezoidy type shape. Although it's kind of the other way around. The narrow edge is... I mean, I could make the narrow edge down this end. The wide edge, the narrow edge down that end. I mean, I've mapped it out. Perfect. We do get alpine type dirt. I mean grass. What I want to see. Alright, go fill in this area. Give us a nice flat working space. Alright. Alright, and we'll go chop this tree down over here. We're going to call this our level, and it's going to be squared off. Yeah, we're going to square it off as much as possible. So we'll call this line our outer line, so we get rid of all the snow. Come across here. No, water on this side's fine. Oop. Then we come back this way. This. Yeah, it loops around like this. Like, we're kind of going to reverse the design. We should flip that map as well while I'm looking at it. Perfect. Their drop-off is good. This drop-offs are good. Actually, I need stone as well. Okay, as far as I can tell, it's like a 3-high wall. Just going to go around the perimeter, which is what we're about to put in. Picked up over there. And then close this gap like this. And loop around, take the trees out of the way. It is meant to be fairly barren up here. Actually, I think it'd be... Okay, that's rather roughly. There should probably be cut smoother down there. We'll work it out in a minute. What's up these walls? I'm going to go with concrete for the whole thing here. Actually looks a little bit, a touch of brown in it. Right, so there's a perimeter wall. Yeah, we'll stick with a 3-meter high wall. Well, I mean, they are encouraging visitors, just not on this side. Yep, down there. Yeah, this is a solid wall. Yep, I think we're continuing with this. Oh, I didn't close that loop. It's definitely not going to be connecting to a dirt, at least on these sides. Was that headbutted from a goat? I'm guessing it was. Okay, over here there'll be a dirt entry. Like that. Alright, through there. Okay, so let's keep adding this wall in. That. Guessing that's a thunderstorm. Based on how dark it suddenly got. More pillagers. Where do you guys think you're spawning from up here? Make some adjustments to the original design to make everything fit smoothly in this aspect. Okay, so what we're going to have is the entryway is going to come up this side. So actually going to come in a little bit off from the direction I was expecting. The other way. Alright, so you're going to come up into a small protected way. There's going to be like rooms off that side. Actually, we'll cover the entryway like this. You come up, ignore the oaks. Come up. In like this. Yep. It has some added rooms out here, but what I'll do is I'll move them back inside the wall slightly. In fact, I'll move the wall line down here like this. Two, three, four internal. These guys have got 4 beds. There's an internal type room. Probably mix the other way around actually. Make this the smaller storage room. 1, 2, 3, 4. Across like that. Bring the beds across. 1, 2, 3, 4. And bring the wall out there like that. And turns this into a much nicer spaced room. Yes. And so you still come up past this wall. This place has windows knocked out. This place has a window as well. Actually, it would look better there. So these guys with their rooms are actually one higher. And it's going to be like a tough. Fairly bog standard. We're not going to go over the top. I mean, tough looks right. Right, so where the entrance is, I said I was going to swing it around, didn't I? Narrow seam down this end. Long way that way. Wide end this end, sorry. Now, these roofs are not very pointy. All going to be fairly basic inside. Just want to get the feel for this first. I mean, it would almost be a porter's room. I mean, if it was arranged a little bit different, it would be a porter's room. Do I have polished tough? I do. I mean, ideally all this shows up to the same height. I'm not going to do that because these rooms are a little bit bigger. Actually, we'll just go flat roof from here. Yeah, that kind of looks good. Kinda. Alright, so we could find... We don't mind the wide bit. We want to find the middle of this narrow bit. So... About here looks to be the middle. Alright, so let's go back and have a closer look at this. Alright, so that's the middle. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's a wall. Three, 4, 5. And there's a 3, 4 internal. And there's that comes out here for a bit. 1, 2, 3 entrance. This 1, 2, and then we hit the outer edge. Okay, and it's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5 internal. 2, 3, 5 internal, like that. Yeah, these walls might be thicker. So that'll be 3, 4, 3, 4, 5 there. 3, 4, 5 there. 2, 3. G'day, Olivia Lily. How are you, mate? Well, to be honest, well, plenty of games that I really enjoy. My favourite game on Saturday at the moment, just trying to think, of the ones I'm playing at the moment, I'd probably have to say Mass Effect is the Mass Effect series. I've been having a lot of fun with that. 2, 3. I streamed that on a Monday night. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. I mean, I enjoy all the games I stream, but yeah, of the ones I'm streaming at the moment, I'd have to go with Mass Effect. And I've counted that wrong. Did. There we go. Alright, let me count forward from there. That's too wide. It's kind of got a double thick walls in place. I mean, higher up inside, it actually has a walkway inside the wall. So you need triple thick walls. Oh, we've got the space. Have a look. We have the space. Because if anything, it does say it's only got 6 squares inside. 2, 3, 5, 6. So there's your internal. In fact, it should actually be the same, technically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no. 5 wide. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, fair enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I should make these walls thicker, because they will support an internal structure. You're not going to notice from the outside. It's not going to be massively wrong. I mean, as it is, there is a lot of space outside. We'll just map it out for now. It was 16, I think. Did you count out 16? 2, 3. Okay, so to scale. Whoop. Where's my cloud gone? I mean, it fits the diagram, but in terms of... Well, probably could scale it out. Let me just have a quick look at my diagram. So it's got the length again before it goes out of the compound here. But the scale, I don't want it to be too long. These walls could thicken up. What I reckon I could do is I can scale it out a bit. Especially if I'm going to have walkways in these walls. Okay, so let's pull that out. So this center point here is going to be the definite center. Well, I could even move it down a bit. Move it down 2, 3, there. I'm going to have a nap and then we'll see where that fits. So there's a room here that's moved down. So if I move these walls, that's 1, 2 either side. Well, that definitely gives a bigger sense of scale. I'll give it that. And that'll push this out a bit longer as well. And what it had was basically, I'll give it a timber seat for now. Just a generic light birch to show where we're looking. And then it's a single aisle. And there are 9 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then there's basically the same gap again. And then there's a stair. And then another 4 behind it. 2, 3, 4, and then turn the corner. Let's see how that turns out. I mean, that gives a bit more of a sense of scale. And again, these walls are going to be really thick. And that'll bring this all the way through to there. And then that'll bring that all the way through to there. Now if we zoom up and have a look. Better. I mean, it does feel a bit pointy down one end, but we're going to put some colonnades on and bring these walls right up. Let me actually grab. It's going to be a tiled interior. Is it a stone tile? I think we had quartz last time. A tiled quartz. I think quartz bricks was a bit on the nose. Stone bricks is too close. Yeah, it doesn't vary the pattern. Yeah, the problem with the 4 square design is we're actually 5 squares across. Sorry. Yes, Olivia. Yes, I am a moddy. Sorry, I didn't see a comment there. Sorry. Streaming on Twitch, Kick. You know, count my endpoints. Twitch, Kick, Rumble, YouTube, and Odyssey. Twitch, Kick, Rumble, YouTube. Yeah, Odyssey. Those 5 at the moment. I mean, glazed terracotta does look right. Better. Although, maybe we just go the straight terracotta colour. As like a lightly glazed medieval type tile. I know they had multicoloured tiles, but they also had lightly glazed ones as well. And then at the, what do they call them, a rood screen? I mean, we don't have the width for a rood screen. I mean, if we did, it'd be back there. But we're not dealing with a scale at the moment. Cozy mainly. I play a little bit of horror games during October for Spooktober. The rest of the time, I mean, I did play Datura the other day. That was weird. But no, normally, horror games are only during October. Actually, I should probably widen that slightly. The rest of the time, it's usually fairly cozy games. I mean, I'm a platinum hunter, but I don't tend to. I mean, I chill game. I don't get all worked up about it. I haven't played competitive online multiplayer shooters since Battlefield 1942. So, been a while, but I'm kind of happy with the way things are. I don't feel the need to competitively play shooters or anything like that. I just, quite kind of happy plowing my way through my back catalogue of games, looking at, that goes all the way up here, looking at what I can do and, clearing the backlog. But I'm a variety stream, so Saturday nights are a multiplayer stream, which at the moment is from the Minecraft SMP. Look at the time. A little bit longer before a changeover. Sundays is a PlayStation 4 stream. Mondays I'm doing the Mass Effect series on the PlayStation 3. Wednesdays is an RPG night, and I'm finishing off the Pillars of Eternity series this week. And we'll do something shorter for a week or two, so maybe like Hatterful Boyfriend or something like that. And then into the Pathfinder and Divinity Original Sin series and stuff. Full-time as such, 5 nights a week. So Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. And on those nights I stream 9 PM to roughly midnight Australian Eastern Standard Time, and then and during Daylight Savings Time it's 9 PM to midnight Daylight Savings Time, roughly midnight. So tonight actually stretches out a little, but no, that's it. Yeah, if I full-time stream I'd be I don't think I'd get sick of sitting in front of the computer if I did that. No, I mean, if I was full-time streaming, I'd be streaming a lot more, but no, got plenty of real-world stuff to do and take care of, so that takes priority. I stream when I have the opportunity. I mean, I've got the hours I set aside at night to do it, but, the real world always comes first. Hence, I mean, I do know that, one, I'm streaming game titles that don't have a lot of viewership at the moment, and I'm also streaming at a time of day that's a bit hard to get viewers, but I'm not necessarily streaming for massive numbers of viewers or anything, but for cathartic reasons, I game for cathartic reasons, and it's always fun to share the gameplay with people. And that's what I've been doing since I started, and I will still do. And quite frankly, it doesn't matter whether anyone watches or not. I mean, it would be nice, but I'll still stream, whether there's viewers or not. All chilled and laid back. I mean, I do also edit gameplay videos and put them up on YouTube, but that's taken a back seat for a couple of months while I was sorting out the multi-streaming setup. So now that that's all set up, it's time to go back and start working on getting those videos all sorted again. It almost says there's a step down into the garden. it's not a garden, but it is a wall. I'll put in a stone brick wall, I think. If I look at the design here, these are not walls you can see through. But these are private cloisters. But it does raise up above that level. Probably put some vines on these, I think. Certainly giving the impression of a closed-off garden. Because again, you're not going to get interior walls, windows below this level anyway. But you will get them. It goes up another couple. I mean, this is a very vertical structure. I mean, there's going to be a wall, door cut through there at some point. So there's to the wall height, and it almost looks like it's double wall height. It would be nice if I could have a straight concrete wall, but like that. And then we're going to put this roofing back on. It says it's pitched out. I disbelieve that though. I guess there's an internal gutter. One more there. We come out this way. Oh no, it's a third row as well. Whoops. Two, three, turn the corner. So that one is over the top. Needs to come back another row. I can push the wall back another row. Because that becomes a first row. I'll move that up by one. Anyway, the first row over the walkway is there. Like that. Now everyone's in the right spot. I mean, it does show a flatter pitched roof. Maybe slabs? Let's have a look. You come down here. You're walking around the inside. That'll be colonnaded. No, you need to go one more, don't you? I don't know what's sticky key or something. Actually, end stone might be an option. I do get end stone brick walls. I do get end stone bricks. Be a very yellow building though. Now that we're on the inside, this would be run all the way up. No, the wall, kind of right for it to be wall, but no, it needs to be the concrete. Needs to be the same structure. To say, why do I hear a wandering trader? Because I do hear a wandering trader who has very little interesting things for me. So this will be colonnaded. I've got a feeling the vertical extent just feels exaggerated. I mean, I'll give it a... I can't even vault it. There's not enough wall space. Hello, Enderman. Okay, so now I've, whoops, fixed it. Yeah, that does not look or feel right. This will also go all the way up. Alright, so we're going to have colonnaded type thing. I don't know if... Should actually be a little bit wider, but still. It is colonnaded, and that's what I need it to do. I don't think I'm going to fit an arch in. You come up another 2. Like that. Or even, maybe this is where I fit my wall in. Actually, if we go up another one, and then close the gap. And since I can't do anything else with it from here, I can then close the roof off like this. Now, I don't know what I'm going to put underneath it. Too dark. We're going to have lanterns hanging down, which would be a good idea, I think. So I think that's actually working out really well. Whoop. I mean, having the timber halfway up might work too, but I think it works better like this. Do we have lanterns? I think I might put the copper lanterns out. Okay, so that works, and then the wall here is punched through. Not quite there. Punched through there. Now, if that's the case, we're gonna quickly see if I can't get this to scale up appropriately. Alright, so we're about half height there. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's just for the main part. Yeah, have a wall. Okay, so that's the high altar as such. If we're looking at this as being like a cathedral type structure, which it kind of is. Alright, and we're gonna, just come across here like this. The entrance actually has, I mean, I'll come back to it, but okay, so we're going to see a pitched roof. Like that. And in fact, this center tower goes again. There's the top of the roof line. It goes up another few. Yeah, we'll go with that. If I get out my polished tough stairs. Now, technically, this roof line is not, well, is meant to be the same height as the crossing. I think that's what they call it. Technically. Like that. Then it's going to come across here like this. Maybe I change the pitch of that other roof. Make it even steeper. Because you want it to match up. Yeah, that's right. Like that. String around this side. Close these off the same way. Yeah, okay, that's giving an appropriate sense of scale. Right, so these windows, there's going to be 5 windows along here. How many gaps do I have? Go every 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, that works. If I bring that to there, and that's a window. 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 There's a gap, and then there's a narrow window there as well. Windows don't start until a row above like that. Then we'll just go coloured blocks, and they're going to be tall. And I go just coloured glass. Straight up, blue and green, I think. Yeah, that'll give it a fetching colour. Oh, I needed that. Now, window panes, glass pane might be a bit better of a choice. Yeah, I mean, these, yep, no, a window is meant to be recessed. The windows out the front here are on that level. The windows out here are actually down one level. And they are very, very, very tall as well, about the same height. And then it's actually going to have one of those round windows about there. So this one has a window directly under the center. We'll go like that. And they are the same height. They are. Alright, that definitely works. These ones at the front are narrow, but I'm not going to fit 3 in. Take a double though. I don't think there's going to be stained glass on the sides here. I don't think. I mean, there's going to be a monster window at the end. And I do think I should bolt the interior ceiling. Now that I'm going to be looking up at it. Yeah, that's going to get bolted. In fact, that's a 2-layer window because it's going to be 3 blocks wide. I mean, the green and the blue actually works. We're going to swap now for... I'm going to make it green, blue, and yellow. No. Lime. And blue. Okay, so they get light or blue. Then these other ones are going to go red and yellow. This one up here is going to go with grey and light blue. We should make that light blue because it's not standing out. Right, and right, and so the interior windows walls are going to be ceilings are going to be based on that sort of a profile. Don't fall down. It's relatively squat now at the top. There's a window above it. Yeah, I think that these walls will be normal. That's going to stay glass. That's a little bit off. It feels like I've misbalanced that. Okay, that a bit better balanced. All right. So that's the center one. And then, yeah, like that. Okay, and it runs another lengthways type one. It's going to run basically the same. Okay, so that goes up like that, and that looks about right. This little patch back here is actually going to be... Okay, and this runs back. What we have back here is this tower right at the very end is actually a tower. It runs to the same height. As, whoop, don't fall down. As this one. Like that. And this will run. And then this actually, it's going to have a tiny little... Okay, it's going to actually look like a little turret. Same height as the main building. We're changing the roof design ever so slightly. Like that. And give it tiny little turrets. And what we have here as well is going to be sleepy time. It's going to be the portico as its own 1, 2, 3, there we go. Has its own little extra roofy bit, which is the correct name for it, the extra roofy bit. Here we go. So that is actually a covered portico. I kind of got steps. No, it doesn't need steps. But there is a suggestion that there's going to be a room up above it, though. There's a window about halfway up. Not a big window. About midpoint of these windows, so like that. I think we're winning. So there's going to be a big window down on the end here. I'll call it across there, I think. You're definitely going to see monumental architecture as you come up. Come in through the gate, you turn, and yes, you're faced with monumental architecture. Come in through the covered portico, and oh yeah, you are going to be facing. Well, see, these walls will be covered in now, I think. I mean, there's going to be naves? No. Well, they call them little chapels. And they're definitely going to be, well, lanterns on chains. We are going to go for a mixture of yellow, red and blue. Alright, now I wonder if I can vault this through. Maybe not. I think there's enough room to vault. Besides, I think it's half vaulted anyway, as far as Minecraft vaults go. Not sure. It says there's 3 windows on the way up on this side. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to get the positioning wrong. If anything, maybe I should put them on the back, where it actually is an even mix, an odd width. Yeah, I think that works for now. There is like a turret in here, I think. Tower in here, like a circular stair, which gives it shows the presence of more windows. I'll put some grass in. I think we're doing good so far. We'll have a nap, and then I'll put some grass in. Like, all of this outside area is supposed to be grassed. I mean, given we only really started the construction tonight, it's, well, come along really well. Makes me wonder how I'm going to do the additional little feature it's going to have. I mean, maybe there should be some gravel walkways outside or something. Buttresses. I mean, it is... kind of gothic. There'd be flying buttresses there, there, there. Maybe I could try that, putting buttresses on. Just grab a sign to remind myself what I was going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 'Cause I don't know what I'm going to do with Question mark and... Alright. Just... Hello, chicken. And the benefit of buttresses is they have gargoyles to help direct the load more vertically. Because these are awfully tall walls, and they're not exactly, I mean, from an engineering point of view, they're not exactly structured to take the lateral load of carrying the roof. They can carry the vertical load mostly, but the force vector acts outside the line of the wall, therefore it's going to collapse at some point. Unless you can redirect the force through something like a buttress. Allow the force to flow more naturally through a structure. Can't necessarily change the direction of it. So it'll come down. So there'll be a vector going straight down for the weight, but there's a vector coming out, well, net vector coming out, about here, because this pushes outwards as well. Now, if the vector stays all within the line of the wall's not going to fall due to weight. If it's outside, then the wall's going to collapse. Yeah, so you're going to come up, you're going to walk through these doors, the gates, and in through this like this. Then there'll be another big heavy door there. And this will be turned to path, I think. Let me grab my shovel. Yeah, like this. Over there. And there's probably going to be like a statue or a fountain or something in the way. Sounds very wet. Alright, so I think we've done a really good job getting this started tonight. Let me go stand in a spot that makes it look a bit more appealing. Like in the space there. I mean, that is coming up nicely. It's a little bit narrow. I mean, I could probably try scaling it up again. But it works. I do think the roof on the cloistered walk is a bit high. But it worked out. And the nave, the crossing, whatever it's called, seems to be working too. I mean, it does give a sense of grandeur when you're inside. And it will, even better when it's all closed up. I don't think you're going to go all the way up through here, though. At least the roof on the normal part won't have clouds coming down through it. And there'll be stained glass window on that side as well. No, I don't know about back there, but we'll work on that. Alright. So, now we're going to switch over and do a little bit of the hardcore world for probably a half hour or so, and then call it a night. So we're going to disconnect from... I'm going to go into our hardcore world. Now, I did double check what the wandering traders provide, and we will not get bamboo. We will get jungle logs and stuff eventually. What we are also missing is so that then raises questions about how we're going to make things work. Okay, so hardcore world. Have a quick look around. This is where I started. This is the spawn location. We've got our trading hall and breeding center here. We're turning this into a workshop type level. Trying to jump to see what's going on. Okay, I've worked out the roof line there, and then there's going to be an extra level, like tower up in the middle there somewhere. And I'm not sure about the trading hall, how many more layers it's going to have, but I am waiting for glass. In fact, I probably might go do some trades, some bookshelf trades. I'm all set up for a stick trade. Let's go take care of that. I would really love some glass. How big are you guys? You're half and half. And I have some spares up here as well. They're all filled in. In other words, I'm looking for another layer on top. If they're all in place. which means I need to make like a villager holding center up here. First, I'm gonna go do that stick trade. Two, four. Yeah, what I'm really hoping for is to level up the librarians and getting a glass trade relatively quickly. Question is, how many enchanted books do I really need? How many bookshelves do I need? Alright, I'll take this stack, go upstairs and have a look. No, you're a paper trade. Can't do that until I get a wandering trader that has sugarcane. One of the guys back here had a good trade. Mending, but you're a paper on the back end. I can't do that. Right. Silk touch was a paper. Yeah, it was a paper. Alright, Mr. Flame? Nope, you're a paper as well. Alright, well, let's see how you go with this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. What are you going to give me? Respiration and a lantern. Not the end of the world. I'm gonna grab that stack of diamonds and see if I can't get somebody to give me a glass trade. Was it glass on the 3rd level on a master? I guess we're gonna find out. We're gonna level up. The multi-shot will give you a crack. Not what I was hoping for. I mean, the return trade's not great. At least I can get a return. Oh, it's got silk touch on it. Oh. Right, he said 4 books for a diamond, for an emerald? Now what are you going to give me? Glass. It was a level 3 trade. Alright, we are going for that. Thank you very much. And piercing. I'm content with that. Back in just a sec. Okay, so we can bring them up out of there, bring them into here. They can just hang out here for a bit. I guess I will move them around upstairs in due course. It's the one gate. Yeah. I will need to hold them up here at some point though. That worked rather well. Let's go put that. Let's start putting glass out. Something I've been waiting for, well, I've been working towards it for ages, to be honest. Alright, so if I make a holding pen there, I'll bring them up soon enough. I got a holding pen there. Excusez-moi. Nice and bright now. Look at that. I mean, not that I was really getting a lot of inefficiencies. At least now I've got no fear of anyone or anything jumping up and causing trouble. Okay, so now they've got nice smooth walls on the inside. You can't really do much with the spare carrots. Definitely can't compost them. Oh joy. I think I was actually going to turn these into like a balcony at the front. So we had some experiments last time I was in the stream about laying out carpets to neutralize the slime chunks, and we worked out a 6x6 worked rather well. I turned the chunk boundaries on, like right inside the boundary, 2 between, and it was, yeah, has meant things are a lot less noisy in and around the spawn area. And given that I have glass now, I might as well put windows on the spawn building. So let's come in here. I'm going to go glass panes. Going to stain them, but we're going to go just plain for now. So where do I have windows to go in? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. I had spare trapdoors somewhere. Made a bunch. I think I like the look of the oak trapdoors a little bit better. Sorry, the spruce trapdoors a little better. But we'll work with the oak ones. So I want to get some natural light in on those trading floors. I'm going to probably put windows in quarter length, so there's halfway. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Too wide, I think. 2, 3. One, two. I don't necessarily want windows directly from the outside world direct into there. There we go, I did the wrong thing. And now I can actually see outside and see what the time is. And did I have a bunch of spruce? No, it's acacia wood. Now that's not getting any windows. Makes it feel so much more natural. So I can go upstairs. No, they can't have gone upstairs. There's no upstairs to go to. Ow. I mean, I could have just filled it up from outside, but nope. I mean, I'm guessing there's going to have to be another floor based on the number of... Egypt. I was going to put like flower boxes in on these levels. That makes it look and feel a lot more homey. I'm going to put some carpets down, I think. I mean, I can't let these guys escape. So the roof line's not going to change much. A bit of door there and like a little balcony. But it wasn't intentional that these windows were going to be looking out on industry. Here we go. Nice and bright daylight. She feels somewhat human-ish. Okay, that's looking nice. Now I've got some views of the mob grinder. But I can't get a bamboo farm to automate a smelter array, but a furnace array. But I might be able to do something with kelp. I'm just not sure what the trade-off is. Now, to automatically harvest, say, well, the automatic harvesters are a little bit stuck as well, because I need stuff from the nether for it. And for things like trees, I either need creepers or explosives, TNT. I don't have TNT. And I'm not sure about making a creeper farm. I mean, I've got creepers coming through the trading hall anyway. I mean, through the mob farm anyway. Well, those windows definitely add flavour. I mean, I could make them window boxes as well. Now, I was up the next level, wasn't I? Yes, I was here when I fell off. Try not to do that. So much natural light. So much better. So much better. I don't need that one there either. Because if I've got that gate... I don't think they can take a shortcut like that. I don't think. Probably wouldn't hurt to put some windows here as well. Something bigger. At least I can look out. There's some natural light going. But yeah, now I need to work on something for the front here. There's 4 traders. If I line it up with this one, it'll be a block, center one, a block, a trader, a block, a trader, a block, a trader, a block. No. Yes. First trader, block, trader. No, so it's on top of a trader. Don't think that's going to work. I could make 2 windows. Have a quick squeeze for acacia planks. Now that I have glass. And also now that I have glass, I can start thinking about building my own house. Alright, and it's coming up time. We're going to call it very shortly. What we'll just pop up here. See if we can't work out some windows, at least on the front here. And there probably will be a staircase in here eventually, not a ladder. Two. Alright, that looks reasonable. I mean, there's going to be another level up. There's more windows and stuff. And I'm going to do the outdoor window treatment. And I think I was going to go granite for the roof. And there's probably going to be windows down here as well. So I do need to trade. I do need to make more stone bricks. Yes, that looks about right. Work it down the bottom. Maybe a big wall, big glass window wall. I doubt it. And then I'm going to work out and moving this interior fence line. So yeah, a relatively short session on this one. But again, we're being productive. We've got ourselves a glass trade. We have glass. We have natural light now coming into the trading hall and the breeding facility. And working out for the not the trading hall, the workshops. So yeah, I mean, when I get that finished, I think the next focus after that will be prioritizing trades and leveling up traders to see what I can get diamond gear. I mean, my diamond axe and pick aren't too bad. Hopefully there'll be a wandering trader that either's going to give me pointed dripstone. Pointed dripstone would be ideal, because then I can make a lava generator. And once I get a lava generator going, then trip to the nether will be relatively straightforward, and then the end portal, end stronghold, is down here to the southwest. So we'll head off down there once we have the gear set up and all the ender eyes, and we've got ourselves ready in terms of doing the single cycle, not the single cycle, doing the ENXO4's pillaring method. So we need to make sure we're all set up for that. Otherwise, though, I think this is looking pretty good. Yeah, relatively, like I said, relatively quick session. Still got stuff done. I've got to decorate that front, though. I got to do something with it. Anyway, we'll work it out. Alright, I'm going to drop in a chat, close things out, and call it a night. Clean the chat. Tunes on. Alrighty. Big thank you to everyone coming out tonight. Regulars, first timers, chatters, lurkers, and everybody in between. Thank you very much for being here. The channels wouldn't be the same. Well, it's a channel. It's a content creation. Wouldn't be the same without you across all the various endpoints. So thank you very much for being here. Alright, what do we got next? Well, very next thing to happen will be our giveaway. Now, that happens every Sunday before Sunday stream. If you'd like in on that, hit the Discord. You'll find a channel in there called giveaways. Hit in there. Click the blue button. You'll see a blue button. Click the blue button and you'll automatically be in the draw. This week it is for a copy of Artisan TD. So good luck to everyone with that. The stream tomorrow night is going to be Axiom Verge 2. We are about a quarter of the way through the first run. Doing an okay run for now. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. And then we'll have to do a second run as well. Monday night is Mass Effect 2. We finished all the loyalty missions. So we've just got the main missions to go. And it looks like we should get the plat on the first playthrough. Tempted to run some of the side quests still just to stack coins so that I can pick up as many advancements as I can get. There's some at Tunchanka I haven't picked up. But then Wednesday night is Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. I'm into the last mission. Well, I'm into the last faction with Huana. I've done the other 3 factions. And then we should plow through to complete the game with these guys. Then Friday night, we did Datura last night. That was weird. But it's probably going to be something short-ish again. Still working my way through the list of games that I've got that'll probably fit that criteria. There's some really interesting ones out there that I wouldn't normally play or normally bought for myself. But because they came with the PlayStation Plus subscription, there's some interesting games there that like I said, wouldn't normally play, but yeah, gonna be interested to see how it turns out. And then next Saturday, back here with the multiplayer stream for the Minecraft SMP server and the Hardcore World Super Flat. Again, a big thank you to everyone coming out tonight. Chatters, lurkers, first timers, regulars, and everybody in between. Wouldn't be the same without you. It's a very good night from me to all of you. And we'll see you all again next stream.